Hey everybody, I thought I'd do a quick video today on the Philco signal generator. As far as I had left it after the series was done, that I was going to change out the voltage divider resistors. Basically the 9K here and the 5K here. I had used 1 watts and had put them in parallel in order to get my 9K and my 5K, and it worked fine. It really actually worked very good. They were getting hot, not so hot that you were going to burn yourself on them, but they were getting hot. So since I was going to be away from the workshop for a while anyway, headed to North Carolina regarding my grandson, decided to go ahead and place them on order, which I did. And while I'm waiting for my LED light for the Minerva to come in, I decided I would go ahead and put the resistors in this. It's still too cold outside for me to shoot any clear coat on it, but then that'll be all that's left to do. So that's going to be the plan. I'm just going to quick throw these resistors in and put it back together again, polish up my screws so that it'll be ready to get the clear coat shot on it the first warm day I get that I can do that. So quick change these resistors out and we'll go from there. Plus those other screws aren't polished yet, so alright, let's see if we can get this out and set over without damaging anything. Yeah. So we'll just put a couple of my little hockey pucks on here, like so, and then that way it doesn't pinch the harness. Yeah, that worked good. So right here is the 9 and the 5 voltage divider. So let me go ahead and get those clipped out of there, and we will put the new ones in. Alright, so here is my new, these are 3 watt, which is way overkill. I was trying to go with 2 watt, I couldn't find them, so I went with 3 watt. So here is the current one to replace the 5, and it's measuring 4.999 k ohms. So like dead on nuts close. So we'll test the one that's on here currently, and it's 4.966, so it was darn close too. The new one's just slightly better, but it is slightly better. And then if we raid the 9K, let's see what my new 9K set is. .03, so that's like really on. And the old one, original one I put on here, is 9.00, so again, right on the money. So I think we're going to be good, and they'll run much cooler. So alright, I'll get these out. Okay, that should do it. They're both in there. So that should make everything run much cooler in there. And that'll pretty much take care of the inside of this the signal generator. So, okay, I think I can button this thing back up. Alright, well there she is, all back together again, guys. Got all the screws in, got them all polished, got them balled back in there. I just got through wiping it down with a little bit of alcohol. And so really the only thing left to do is shoot some clear coat over this whole top surface to preserve the brass. And this one's done. I'm going to go ahead and make me some shielded leads for this out of the shielded wire that I bought, and shielded cable, coax cable, and we'll make some shielded leads for this, and should be ready to use. I've already used it once or twice, and it actually works very nice. I'm very happy with this restoration. I really love this thing. I knew I liked the looks of it when I saw it on a couple other channels, and I knew I wanted one, so I got it. I got her done, and it works great. I was going to show you guys, I did get some shielded coax cables for the 077 made with the correct pin ends on them and some alligator clips. So now I have one, a black one for the ground and one for the signal output. They're about 30 inches each if I uncoil them. I know you can't see that, but it's about 30 inches each. So that'll work really good with the 077. So one thing that I realized today when I was working on that 077 Philco signal generator was that I'd never given you guys a view of the BR-44 bridge comparator after I had completed it. So I figured I'd take this time on this video to do that real quick. So one thing you'll notice is I created a badge for it. If I can zoom you in a little bit. So I created that badge. It's got some depth and thickness to it. Anyhow, I like doing stuff like that. So let me zoom you back out here. Okay, so if we open up the case, which, you guys remember the case, I actually have a smaller badge on the inside that I created. So that's that. And this is what she looks like. So of course everything's restored on this. If you remember, I was having a dilemma whether or not I was going to use the original pointer here, which I had polished and cleaned and polished and cleaned, and it actually looked pretty good. Kind of went with the motif, but ultimately I decided to make a new one. So it's got a newer one on there, and I like it better because I can see through it. I made it, I got the line cut into it, and it looks pretty good. It works pretty good. So I also went through and redid all of the leads. Although they're not the most attractive thing in the world, they are good. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not real pretty, but they're there, and they are redone. I opened them up, cleaned them up, resoldered them, and heat shrunk them on there, both ends. So the probes go fine. And then here is the lead for the signal tracer portion. The clamp on there, clean that all up. Got the lead on there, got that all taken care of. Have this end all cleaned up. And I thought it was pretty cool that it actually had the leads with it. Of course, that plugs in there and makes contact around the edge. Yeah, it don't like come back out once you get in there, but it's there. And then of course the plug. Got the new plug. Used the original cord. The original cord was still soft. I also have the little short lead I made for it. And this little short lead I made for it. So you can either use the probes or you can use the clamps, depending upon if you're checking, like, you know, comparator on the resistors or the capacitors. So it turned out pretty nice. I'm real happy with it. It's not the most accurate thing in the world, but it is what it is. So I actually got a warm day today. It made it up to like 68 degrees, and I took the Philco 77 out and shot the clear coat. I shot the clear coat over the entire unit, front, back, sides, bottom, and I'm very, very, very happy with the way it turned out. If you guys can see in the light here, I mean, it just glistens in the light. Knobs look like brand new. Everything looks like brand new. Zoom in a little bit. You guys can see how shiny those knobs are, and the black and the gold, and everything just looks fantastic. I'll show you the back, sides, top. Very happy. This is probably the most accurate signal generator in the shop, and it turned out really, really good. If it wasn't for those little dents, but I'm not worried about it. This thing is so old, it deserves a few dents, but I just wanted to give you guys a final shot of it because now this project's complete. Just like the BR-44, it being complete as well. So that'll end it for both of those series, the BR-44 and the Philco 077 signal generator. Thanks for watching Gregg's Vintage Workshop.